fucking Ishiro Nagata with a smoke machine. There's fucking snow on the ground this high, and we're in somebody's private pool house in the water at 2 a.m. in the morning taking all these photos. And that they use them to this day. You can still see them, those pictures of me and Kurt in the pool pop up. And then they impose the lasers in. But that's, that Ranger, that's why I'm talking about that. So Ranger Dave, so Ishiro Nagata brokered this deal when the SOCOM pistol came out for us to build these holsters to go over to Japan, because they had just released the airsoft version of it. So in the mail, they send, I get a Mark 23 SOCOM pistol with a suppressor, shows up at the house on the doorstep. I get home and there's a box that UPS has left on the front porch. We open the box up and it is a Mark 23 SOCOM pistol. This was it had to be 20 years ago.
Yeah,
probably.
at least 20.
So we prototyped this holster and it's got the laser and all the shit. So we go in after we do the prototype and we're mailing their gun back to them. And we go into UPS and I put it in the box just how I got it, and it's rattling around. The chick's like, "Oh, we gotta tape this up a little better." She opens, she goes, "What's in here?" There's a gun in there. What? There's a gun? Well, she said just like that. So everybody, but it was, you know, pre 9/11 and shit. Like nobody, it wasn't any big deal. So she foam wraps it all up, throws some bubble shit in there, and ships their fucking gun and their laser back to them and shit. So we had this deal to make 1,000 holsters, and we'd never made 20 holsters, much less 1,000. Like, sure, we'll fucking do it. So we're working at a mom's garage back then, and we measure out 1-inch squares everywhere and make this grid, and then we sew it all. So Dave's like, there's got to be an easy way to do this. So he makes a template and drills these holes, and we get all this chalk. And he's smearing chalk all over to make these little dust marks. My front yard looked like there was fucking, like, I don't even know what it looked like. It looked like fucking somebody threw flour all over the whole fucking front yard. It was everywhere. It was in the fucking house. It was in the garage. Dave's out there 24 hours. For 24 hours he'd sew and then he'd sleep for an hour. And then 24 hours he'd sew and he'd sleep for an hour. And we were using, for the liner, we were using this chemically treated, mildew-resistant canvas tart material.
Okay, yeah.
You remember that shit? So it's heavy. It's heavier than Cordura. It literally, it's hundreds of pounds. It's fucking crazy. So we have this shit and we're cutting it out, and every time the needle would hit it, a puff of smoke would come up. And we're inhaling that. It's mildew. Like, I'm very mildew resistant. Right. Bugs can't eat me to this day. So I remember somebody got a roll of it. I think you got a hold of a roll of it somewhere. So we had it sitting in the shop. So we just moved into the shop. When we built these holsters, we had 1,000 of them. And it literally would be like, it was piled up to the roof. We were just throwing them up and trying to get a picture of it and throwing them up. So it's all the way to the top of the corner, and it's like an avalanche coming down when we finally had the 1,000 done. And Ranger Dave and myself built all of those holsters, 1,000 of them. And that was the biggest deal we'd ever done at the time. It was the biggest deal for a long time. And so it was fucking pretty wild. So Dave comes in one day and he's like, I wonder how far a bullet will go into that. And he fucking skins out a 1911 and shoots that fucking roll of mildew-resistant fucking canvas.
Did it go through or not?
No, of course not. It went in, you know, a little ways, but every time I'd roll it out, every fucking pass was a fucking bullet hole in it. Fucking Ranger Dave stories, man. Alright, guys, well, we are fully resupplied. We'll update all our numbers on Swinney Nutrition products in the next hour or so here, so you guys can order anything that we have. We have a lot of stuff. We are much more organized. It's all in one place now, and we can ship it out fast. Amanda prints the Swinney orders every morning, and they get pulled. If something happens and you've ordered it and it doesn't ship, you know, immediately, just give it a day or two. It will get out the door. We got lots going on with shipping, lots going on with product. We'll shoot a video downstairs so you can kind of see what's going on downstairs later, and get a grasp. You'll know what's going on here. You can just see for yourselves. That's it, really. Somebody's coming in.
Amanda.
She's trying to sneak. Too
Who's
late.
making tacos?
Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Justin doesn't eat stuff like that. Come on.
What?
Bullshit.
Yes, I do.
Does
Justin
Justin look like he eats
Not
Justin
nice.
eats way more junk than any of us do.
Today,
Oh, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know about that.
I do.
Don't be telling.
He said, "Don't be telling."
She clearly is not eating it. Look at how tiny she is.
I eat diet snack cakes.
She burns a lot of
Diet
calories.
snack cake.
He burns a lot of her calories.
Whole lot.
It's the best form of cardio.
It's the only form.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
hate rum.
What about
I'm gonna hold you to that.
we need to call
John?
Mike.
You heard that?
We need to call Mike and pick up that cardio equipment and get it upstairs up here. We'll go ahead and cut this off. We just wanted to shoot a video. We haven't been doing videos. We're trying to get back to it. We're moved in here somewhat now, so we'll start doing more videos. Jeff's got always, no matter, it doesn't matter what it is he's fucking talking about, there's always something worth listening to. And
Story time with Uncle.
Yeah.
not tell them your background, who you are. You want to just let them find that out on their own.
It's on the internet.
It's on the internet. He said.
There's some books.
That's what I
There
said
might be
too.
some books too.
What books are you in? Death from Afar?
I'm in the Death from Afar books. There's a couple other ones, I don't remember.
Publication still being
Yeah.
taught today, currently?
Yeah, publication's still being taught today.
Alright. So that's it. We'll cut the shit off. And we're going to go fuck around with Justin and feed him some tacos.
Taco
Field
Tuesday.
day.
Tina goes, oh,